Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Marketing Matters. I'm Sarah Touchstone, Landmark Titles social media marketing strategist and educator. I get the pleasure of bringing you all Marketing Matters every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. Today, we are talking about another social media topic. It is Social Media Marketing May. The one that we're talking about today is AI, and in particular, Chat GPT. I've got a lot of information. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to dive in to all of the good stuff. And we're going to talk about what it is, how you can use it, and the prompts that you can use. So some of this is just kind of recap. I think by now everybody's really kind of familiar or has heard about AI and the different features. They are algorithmic softwares that can learn. The more you expose them to data and prompts, the more it collects. So over time, these systems just keep getting better and better. And the systems that you work with will feed you the information more accurately. So if you've used an AI platform, if you've used Chat GPT before and you're like, I'm not really getting what I want out of it, keep using it because it learns. The service that we're going to talk about today is OpenAI. So OpenAI is that Chat GPT format. It is probably one of the most popular out there. There's a lot of AI systems integrated into so much that we are doing. Google's got them, Canva's got them, Bing is using them. You will find it, Facebook is now using it. You've got an AI search feature on there. So there's a lot of AI that's become integrated, but specifically what we're going to be talking about today is the Chat GPT feature within openai.com. And what it really is it's a playground for ideas. You can write, you can rewrite until you get it right. So don't be afraid to continue working through an idea or a concept. It's almost like having a conversation with maybe one of your marketing partners. Think of it as like a marketing partner. You're bouncing ideas off of one another, like we do a lot of times when, as business development managers or on the marketing side of title, we sit down with you and we just bounce ideas off of each other. Sometimes you can just use Chat GPT for that. You're looking for the title of something, you're looking for the topic of something. Put it in to Chat GPT and just bounce around these ideas. Also, describing who you are to it. The more it gets to know you, the better it can write your responses and your prompts for these things. Then tell it what you want. Tell it what kind of tone. Are you in a professional tone? Do you want it to be more fun and lighthearted? It picks up on things like that, and it can even save things such as tone. Like if you want to use it strictly for business, keep it professional. It'll understand that, and the products that it will create for you are going to be based off of that professionalism. The more you use it, the more it takes on your own voice. So in the very beginning, when I was using it, I remember some of the issues that I was having. It just didn't sound like me. I had to actually, I would take the ideas that it was coming up with, but then I'd almost have to rewrite it. It has gotten so good because I use it daily that I can literally go in there and I'll have it write and rewrite till I get it exactly the way I want it. But I can actually take exactly what it's producing and copy and paste it. And it sounds exactly like me. If you follow me on social media, all of my social media posts, even my personal social media posts, I put through Chat GPT before I post it on social media. It's amazing. Even if it's something like just add hashtags and emojis to what I put in there, it can do it in an instant. It's really cool. So the challenges, though, that we have when we're creating social media. So ChatGPT and AI really can help out with a lot of these challenges, such as consistency, right? Creating content is very time consuming. I know I do it for like a full-time job, guys. This is a lot. And you've got a lot of hats that you wear in real estate. So being consistent and constantly creating content, very time consuming. Trends, it's hard to stay on top of trends, right? So if you've got an AI platform that can help you with these things, you will be able to put in less effort figuring out what the trends are. Crafting unique and creative posts for different platforms. Once again, there are particulars between the different platforms. There's different approaches that you want to take. There's different content that you should be putting on these different platforms. But this is very difficult to constantly come up with content for them. And then ensuring that your posts reach and engage your target audience effectively. Just because you want to post it and you think it's a good idea and you think this is what people want to see isn't always necessarily the case. So you might be spinning your wheels. You might be spending a lot of time creating content out there, but maybe it's not reaching your target audience. Maybe it's not creating the engagement that you want. You can use Chat GPT and AI for a lot of these things. It's the solution. So things that you can do, you can create automated content generation. So you can generate posts, caption, blogs in seconds. Helps with the consistency, right? Content ideas. Maybe I need to be doing regular posts. I need to have more consistency. I need to have a better theme through my posts. You can put this into Chat GPT. Just create ideas. Like I said, sometimes it's just a sounding board. You're going back and forth with it, just generating ideas. Templates. Templates is a big one. You can actually create graphs and templates on Chat GPT. You can create templates for an entire month's worth of social media content. Yes, very detailed. It's incredible the amount of detail that you can get out of there. And then instant responses. It's quick. It takes seconds for you to go back and forth with it. So what sometimes may have taken you hours to really refine, maybe you had to, send it to someone else to get a second opinion. Well, ChatGPT will be your second, third, fourth, fifth opinion. And it takes mere seconds to do this all. So just incredible, incredible usage. So some ideas on how you can use ChatGPT for your business. So this is a social media class. So obviously social media content's up there as number one. But I did want to touch on some other things because a lot of this can be used on social media as well, such as ads, creating Facebook ads. We're going to focus a lot on that with some prompts next. Video scripts. You guys know you need to be posting videos on your social media, but sometimes what am I going to say? How am I going to craft this video that I need to do? Plug it into ChatGPT. It will actually write you verbatim what you should be saying and what type of photos and videos you should be using to couple the actual script. CRM drips. This is another huge one. How many people get in there and you set your drips and you kind of just let it ride, right? You've got the same drip. Maybe you've been using it for years. Well, get in there, refresh. It will create you drip campaigns within seconds that are custom tailored to exactly the type of content that you want to be emailing out. Email responses. How often do you get an email and you're like, ooh, I really know how I want to answer this, but I really know I shouldn't answer it this way. Sometimes you can use, well, not sometimes, all the time, you can use ChatGPT as kind of a buffer. Put in the email and say, how would you respond to this? Or how should I respond to this? Or how can I respond to this in a polite way? And it will craft an actual email response for you, as well as just regular emails to even send out. Listing descriptions. This is another one. So listing descriptions, just sold, all the type of things that you need it to say out there. You can give, I love doing listing descriptions in my live demos with ChatGPT as well, because I'll put like the bare bones information, like it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in North Phoenix. And I love to see what it comes up with because it's going to pull from a pool of information that it has. A lot of information out there, but it's going to find out what the kind of average home in that neighborhood is. And then it's going to write out a listing description. It's going to use a lot of power words when it's writing as well. So a lot of times we know we can get I know what the bare, necessities are of this house and the information that needs to go in there, but how am I going to jazz it up? And you can even do it for your MLS descriptions too. You can tell it, stay within these many words. And then of course you can get in there and you can, edit and make sure that it is all within compliance, but incredibly efficient. And then things like blog posts. How many times as a realtor have you been like, if I just had a little bit more time, I'd love to write blogs about this, but maybe I'm not a writer, or you would love blogs for your website, but you're like, that seems really time consuming to sit down and actually write out a blog on this topic. Look no further. You can use Chat GPT, create these blogs within seconds. And there's honestly so much more that you really can do with your business and Chat GPT. Let's talk a little bit though about the better input to create the better output. Because this is, I think, a lot of times people will start using AI features and they'll be like, well, it's not really giving me what I want. It's not giving me the examples that I thought it was. And now it's taking time away from doing other things because I have to I'm like, rewrite it. There are some ways, and honestly, putting prompts into Chat GPT and being good at those prompts is a skill in itself. It doesn't happen overnight. Just like things like, people ask me, how can you teach classes, or how do you enjoy being on video so much? Practice. Same thing with Chat GPT. So to get that better output, here are some ideas for better input. So you can tell it more examples, make it more conversational. Once again, this is the tone, right? Rewrite this to be more engaging. Try again. Rewrite in the style of, rewrite shorter. That's one of my favorites. A lot of times Chat GPT will give me paragraphs worth of information. I'm like, rewrite to one paragraph, and boom, there it is. Go into more detail. That's another one. A lot of times when I'm creating my presentations, I'm like, okay, Chat GPT, write me out a presentation for AI, right? Using AI for social media for realtors. Give me 10 slides. And it'll give me 10 slides. And it gives me like the talking points, but I want the more detail. So I'm like, okay, rewrite with adding more detail to these slides. Some of the slides in this presentation came through Chat GPT. Of course they did. And then rewrite in X number of words or characters. This one is very handy if you're doing ads, if you're doing your MLS descriptions. There's a lot in real estate where we have to be very conscientious of how many words and how many characters we're using. So once again, this is a great resource because you can literally tell it how many words, how many characters, how many paragraphs you want in these descriptions. So let's talk about some of the prompts, because prompts, I promise you guys, this is the biggest factor that's going to get AI and Chat GPT to work for you. So I came up with 7 real estate marketing examples and prompts that you can use. Let's dive in. Number 1, just listed, newly listed. This, of course, is a great prompt. This can, just listed, under contract, just sold, so many utilizations for the same product, right? Lots of marketing options when you've got that home that you have just listed. So don't overlook the fact that you can use AI for so many of these. So here's a prompt, and it's a great idea to make sure that, especially if you're just getting into using it, establish who you are with your AI. Act like a realtor, write a real estate ad for it. This is another thing that I like. Tell it what it is for. Social media platforms. You can even say Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever, Facebook business, whatever you're using, make sure that you're putting in what platform you want to use. And then of course, promoting the just listed property, make sure that you add details like the locations, type of property, number of bedrooms, bathrooms. You can put in just very basic information, but if the more you give it, the better the description is going to be. Highlighting the property features. This is another important one because your house is unique. Chat GPT, it's going to take your address and it's going to average in some of that. And then of course, the call to action. This is probably the number one thing that gets skipped when using AI is making sure that you add that call to action. For this one, make it attention grabbing and exciting enough for potential buyers to want to click and request a showing. So make sure that you're telling your AI what it is that you want your your clients to do. So very important, adding that call to action. Number two, promote yourself, right? You are your brand, you are your business. So use AI to promote you. This is a good use of it too, because promoting ourselves sometimes and talking good about ourselves is very, very hard to do. So why are you the go-to, the best real estate agent in the area? Once again, create a Facebook ad, tell it what it is that you want that emphasizes, or a social media post, whatever, why potential clients should hire you as their realtor. Call to action. Make the ad compelling enough to encourage them to contact. Make sure your contact's in there, like for their real estate needs. Call to action. Very good. And then, get back in there. You might need to tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit more personalized because you are talking about yourself. It is personal. But what a great use of something like AI to do the hard things, like we can't talk about ourselves. Open houses. Ooh, open houses. It is the season. It is hot out there. Not let's hot physically, but open houses in the market. Hot right now. So get out there, do some open houses, and use your Chat GPT to help you market it. So once again, write a real estate ad or a social media post on social media platform promoting an open house in the location. Make sure you add in things like the date and the time, because if I come across your social media, these are the things that I'm gonna need to know. And then of course, give some background about the house, property type, number of bedrooms, bathrooms. It's perfect for the target audience. It's a really good idea when you're doing specific things in specific neighborhoods to include things like who's this house even for? Tell your AI that so it can build an ad that is compelling based on those demographics. And then of course, call to action, make it attention grabbing and exciting enough for potential buyers and investors to attend the event and register. Love it. The local market event. The Phoenix Metro has no shortage of local and neighborhood events. There's always things going on. So as a realtor, it's going to be really important to reach out and be a part of these events, advertise these events. They really can help to like establish you as your neighborhood mayor, as the person in the know with the local events. When you support other people in your community, they are much more likely to support you. So why not support these local events and use AI? Generate a social media platform ad to promote the local event, which takes place once again, date and time, call to action, ensure the ad is engaging enough to capture people's interest and encourage attendance at the event. Beautiful, right? All right, number 5, we only got a couple of these left. The customer success stories. Social media is the perfect platform to talk about stories. Everybody loves hearing stories, the good, the bad, the ugly, especially in real estate, because there is a lot to overcome. So don't shy away from even negative reviews or negative stories, because it can really be a testimony to the quality of realtor that you are. If you can overcome objections, if you can help people when times are tough, that's going to give you a lot of credibility. Everybody can do it when it was easy, right? A lot of real people got into real estate during the pandemic because it was essentially easy, right? But share those stories where maybe it's not so easy. Here's another prompt. Write a social proof caption for social media ad and showcase my recent success or challenges as a realtor. Of course, you can include the actual review in it and call to action. Your writing should be compelling enough to pique the interest of potential clients. If you can tell, I keep repeating these call to actions because they are important. All right, number 6, the free home evaluation. People love the word free. And this is a tool and a tactic that we use a lot in real estate. Sometimes these ads or putting the promotion out there can feel a little old, outdated, can feel stiff. Everybody else is doing it, right? So how are you going to set apart your offer for a free home evaluation than the realtor right next to you who's also offering that? Well, you can create a social media ad that offers a free home evaluation to attract potential seller leads. Ensure that the ad is compelling, unique, I like that one, and engaging enough to make people want to take advantage of the offer. I'm telling you guys, Chat GPT, using AI for something like this, where everybody's offering it, it's gonna, and I know it sounds kind of surprising to say it's gonna create something that's completely unique to what everyone else is creating, but it will be based off of you. It will be 100% unique, copyright free, and different and usable and fresh. That's one of the things I love too, is that when you're creating content, it's always going to feel brand new and fresh and innovative when you're using AI, because that's the whole purpose of it. And then last but certainly not least, the first time home buyers. Once again, this is a great group to actually work with. So creating compelling advertisements to attract them is going to be really good too. And a lot of times these first time home buyers, these are the people that are using a great deal of technology. So they're constantly bombarded by a lot of information, a lot of ads, but there are certain things that they're looking for with your ads. There are certain ways that you should target them. And that's where Chat GPT can really come in handy. So once again, write a social media ad captioning and targeting first-time home buyers. I love this idea of a carousel. Promote a carousel of tips for finding the perfect home and having an easier buying process. Then once again, call to action. Make the real estate ad exciting enough to encourage potential buyers to contact you to become their realtor. This right here, guys, is how you win at social media by using AI, particularly Chat GPT. All right, guys, that is it for the presentation today. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please reach out. Of course, you can always contact your business development managers, and we can even set up one-on-one times. Like if you guys want to sit down and build out your Chat GPT together, we would love to do that with you. It is a service that we offer here at Landmark Title. All you have to do is reach out to your business development manager, schedule a time with us, and we'll come and help you with those functions. Trust me, once you guys build it out, once it understands your voice and what you're looking for, it's going to make your life so much easier. All right, I'm going to wrap up today with classes that we have coming up. This afternoon, yeah, there's still time to go attend the Buyer Broker Agreement Seminar that we are hosting in Tempe at Total Wine. It's today, 2 to 3:30. Deanna Bone's going to be teaching it. You guys might recognize her. She is a regular here on Marketing Matters, and there's free wine tasting. So coming up with the Buyer Broker Agreement to protect you and your clients, drinking wine, Deanna Bone, it's a winning combination. Head out there today, guys. And then this is tomorrow, Thursday. I have to turn my head just to make sure I got the date right. We've got another CE class, lots of CE classes that we're running this spring. So make sure you're taking advantage of them. There's no reason that you should end up having to take all 24 of your credits last minute and paying money to do so when we offer all of them here through many different events with our Landmark Title crew. This one's going to be agency, the buyer broker agreement. Guys, this is a hot topic. Why not go take this class and get some information about this and get your agency law credits? 3 credits, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Reach out to Patty if you want to register for this. And then the end of the month, we've got our Landmark Title tours. This one's going to be on the 29th at 3:30. head on up to Prescott. It's a great time. These are amazing tours. If you want to RSVP for that, reach out to Michelle on that. And then we've got agency again. So if you couldn't make the agency class tomorrow, guess what? On Tuesday the 4th, we've got another agency class coming up at the Atrium at Arrowhead. This one is 9:30 to 12:30. So RSVP to Renee if you want to get in on that one. And then we've got the Arizona Real Estate Series coming up. This is an in-house webinar that we do quarterly through Landmark Title. If you've ever registered for one of these in the past, you are registered for it. It's a rollover registration. Of course it should be, because you want to attend all of these, guys. They are so good. They're an hour long. The speakers that we have that come on are the leaders in the industry. So make time for this. Yes, we record it, but make time to be on their live. Seriously. It's summer. It's June. It's an hour. We've got some great people coming on to talk about wraps, carrybacks, fraud, things that you really need to know that are impacting the practice of real estate in our state. So that's June 6th, 9 a.m. to 10. Use that QR code, register if you haven't registered before. And then on June 11th, we've got Rules in the Code. You can get 3 hours of Commissioner Standards and NAR Code of Ethics on June 11th from 9 a.m. until noon. This one's down off Camelback at our corporate training center. It's a great place. Scan that QR code, register today. These in-person classes too, I always encourage you guys to register as soon as possible because they do tend to fill up. And then, of course, we've got our home tours. We've got our monthly Moon Valley third Thursdays at 8:30 and Biltmore Luxury Tours. These go on without a hitch, guys. They go on throughout the year, all summer too. It gets hot in the summer and sometimes it's like, oh, do I want to do a home tour? Yes, you do. Get your content for your social media, right? Get on these home tours. They're a great way to spend your summers. And then, of course, love to hear from you. We've been doing Marketing Matters for going on 4 years now, and I'm always looking for feedback. I love that you guys hop on live and that you are getting this information. I know that people are also watching the recordings, and we've got such a loyal base of consumers, watchers, realtors that come on and watch and benefit from Marketing Matters. But I would love to hear more. What is it you guys really want? What is out there? What is it you need us to target when it comes to marketing? Scan the QR code, go to my Survey Monkey. Love to hear from you. And of course, thank you guys for being on today. Thank you for our business development management team. I get the pleasure of working with all of these fine human beings on a daily basis. I hope that you get to work with them as well. Maybe not as frequently as daily, but I hope you're reaching out to your business development managers on a regular basis, catching up with them, what's hot, what's not, how they can help be your partner and help promote your real estate business. Beth, Keith, Mary, Michael, Michelle, Patty, and Renee are amazing. If you don't already work with them, please reach out. Let me know. I'll introduce you. And then, of course, thank you to Landmark Title for allowing us to bring you Marketing Matters every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. We're going to keep this party going, guys. So anytime you guys have information that you want me to cover, this is what I love doing. I'm so glad that you guys choose to be here Wednesday mornings with me as well. And of course, please think of Landmark Title on your next contract. We've got 7 offices here in the Valley, 1 in Prescott, 2 in Nevada to service all of your real estate title and escrow needs. We have scoured through everybody in the business and we have collected the most amazing group of human beings to partner up with you. So we would love to show you how amazing we are. Hopefully you guys already know that. But if you don't, reach out and we'd love to help you out through the summer. Anyway, that's it for us today, guys. We're covering Canva next week. I love Canva. There is some new things to Canva coming out on Thursday. So you're really going to want to attend this next class because we're going to be covering some really, really cool things. Daniela, cool. First time home buyers. I would love to cover those. So look forward to our June schedule. I think maybe we'll do buyers, sellers, different types of loans and whatnot. I love the ideas. Keep them coming, guys, and I'll see you next week.